Hi, this is Kenneth on Money Talk NG. Join me as I share some insights on the downsides of being wealthy and financially successful. See you soon. Welcome back. Now, it's key and important for all of us to be wealthy and financially successful. I'm of the belief that without money, you cannot do a lot of things you want to do in achieving your goals and purposes while you're here on earth. So it's important for us to be wealthy. It's important for us to amass wealth for positive outcomes and for positive things. But I would be failing in my duty if I didn't share with you some other perspectives regarding wealth and financial success. And today I want to talk about the downsides of being wealthy. Now, the first thing you need to know on the road to being wealthy and financially successful, that downside number one is it's lonely at the top. Look at the life of the billionaires and the very richest people among us. They have very few friends. They have very few people that are like them that they can associate with. So it's actually very lonely. It's a lonely place at the top. It's lonely at the top. It's challenging to be all by yourself, to not be able to do certain things that others could do. So if you're really desirous of building wealth, you have to understand that there are not many people like you. There are not many like minds. People are just in that comfort zone in their lives. They are comfortable where they are. And even if they're not comfortable, they're not doing anything to progress beyond where they are. Very few people are doing such. So those who want to be wealthy, those who strive for wealth and financial success must understand that it's a lonely place. It's a lonely spot. There are only few people that are ready and willing to strive. And that's why one of my formulas for wealth and financial success is taking action. Few people want to take action. Those who take action eventually get the results. And when they get the results, they will discover that there are not many people like them who also desire to act in order to make wealth and become financially successful. So take note, being wealthy is a lonely place to be. Now, the second downside to being wealthy and financially successful is that the richer you get, the harder it is to find people that you can trust. I mean, it's so easy when you don't have much. There are people that you can talk to, you can relate with, and they can be open with you. They can tell you the truth. But when you become much more substantially successful financially, you will find that there are less and less people that you can trust. In fact, people will be telling you things. People will be trying to get into your good books and trying to gain your favor, that you'll be shocked to find that you cannot know who's telling the truth and who's not. And that's a position that's quite challenging. I mean, wherever you turn, you might find sycophants everywhere. People may just be telling you what you want to hear or telling you what they think you want to hear. They may not be telling you the truth. So it's highly advisable that you go back to those people that you knew before you became financially successful. Those people are more likely to be the ones to tell you the truth, because it's just in the makeup of human beings. They just want to impress you because you're a billionaire. They just want to tell you what they think you want to hear, not the truth. So you must learn to separate the wheat from the chaff and cut out any BS that you might be hearing from certain people telling you that you are the best thing since Jesus Christ. And going further from that, another thing you need to consider is that if you are a billionaire, if you are very successful financially, you are open game. People want to know more about your life. They want to know all the gossips and all the juicy details. They want to know what makes you tick. And many of them will be envious of your success, that they want to pull you down. Get ready for the tabloids. They're going to write about you. They're going to say you did A, or you did B, or you did this, or you did that. It's going to happen. It's commonplace. You are now a mark. You are somebody that everybody sees, and you're not like a target. You're a target for people that want to pull you down. The PhD people, they pull him down. That you are a target for them. The gossip magazines, you're a target for them. Even for people all around, they just want to see you fail. Whenever you do something that doesn't work out, people will be laughing and making snide remarks just because you're extremely successful financially. So you have to prepare your heart and your mind for that. People are not just going to embrace whatever you want to do with happiness and cheer. People are not just going to be happy for you because you signed a new contract or you made an extra, you added a couple more billions to your net worth. On the contrary, people will be against you. People will not want to see you succeed. They will be jealous and envious of your success, and they want to pull you down. So get ready. You will make enemies. I'm sorry to have to say this. You're going to make enemies. People are going to envy you. They would like to be in your place. And as such, they will do anything to pull you down. So you must be careful. Your family, they can also constitute a stumbling block to your happiness when you are wealthy and financially successful. Even among your family members, there will be envy, there will be resentment. There'll be those that will not be happy for you. Then there'll be those that will feel entitled. They will be assuaging you and assaulting you with spurious plans and projects because you are their family member and they can see you have a lot of money. They just believe that it's there for them to ask and you will give them. The moment you don't give them, they become resentful. They just begin to think you are not taking care of your family members, and they might even go to other family members and begin to complain. So when you are wealthy and financially successful, you must be careful about your family members. You must set plans in motion to be able to take care of them, empower and equip them to be able to also attain financial success. That's the only way you can keep your sanity. So be careful about your family members. By all means, empower them, but don't be foolish. Don't just expect that everything they tell you is the truth. Be cautious and wary and walk with wisdom when you are dealing with your family members. It's also important as you continue to grow and revel in your financial success that you must be careful not to begin to play God because you have become a billionaire. You see, whenever somebody has so many resources, everybody seems to respect that person. Everybody seems to pretend, even if it's not real respect, they pretend that they love and honor and cherish that person. You could even be the youngest in your family. Whenever you stand up to speak at a family meeting, everybody shuts up and listens to you because you are financially successful. Please don't let that financial success get to your head. You are still a member of a family. Don't play God. Even among your circle of friends, you may be the most financially successful. Don't play God. Even among your peers, don't try your best not to believe that it's all about you. You know, many rich people, they have this consciousness that, oh, look, if they're not around, things don't happen, or because they have made so much money, they have an attitude and a mindset, oh, I've made a lot of money, I can afford to do without this person or that person. But be careful. It's important to always remain grounded. Otherwise, you find yourself, you lose friends, you lose relationships, you lose love, you lose a lot of, warmth and sharing, that things that make your life happy. You're not the be all and you're not the can all. You're just individual X or individual Y. You're just an individual. Don't let your ego get the better of you when you're trying to build wealth and financial success. Otherwise, you'll find that it's a lonely and an empty road. And I can tell you for a fact that many rich people are killing themselves. I mean, look at these days. We find actors, actresses, and musicians, wealthy people, famous people, loved and respected people, they're committing suicide or dying of drug overdoses. Why is that happening? It's because there's been a tendency to believe that everything revolves around them. And when everything revolves around you, there could be a problem if you allow it to get into your head. So don't remain grounded, remain focused, remain humble, remain determined, and remain disciplined. Now, the final downside to being wealthy and financially successful is this, and it's the fact that money will not make you happy. It will not make you happy for very long. You can buy things, cars, houses, yachts, buildings. Immediately you buy them, you will be happy. But after a few days, you want something else, or the thrill of that thing you bought has left. That's why you should never think that money will make you happy. Your happiness is not dependent on money, because with or without money, you can still be happy. You need to go and see some of the poor people in the world. They are happy. They're happy. They feel fulfilled, even if they don't have everything that they would like to have, but they're still happy. So it's not about money. So you must be careful while you're trying to amass wealth and build an empire for yourself. Just realize that this money won't make you happy. If money could make people happy, then why is it the rate of suicides among successful people increasing? More and more rich and successful people are killing themselves. So it's not about the money. Money is important, but there's still many more things in life that are more important than money. I'm reminded about the story of John Rockefeller, who was one of the richest men in the world, who discovered that he had a terminal illness. And at the time he discovered that he had a terminal illness, he somehow had a leading to start to give towards charities and to help poor people. And guess what? As he continued to do that, he suddenly found that he felt better and his health started to improve. And he was able to live a longer and a more fulfilled life because he was able to give out what he had, and he brought joy to people's lives. So money is not the most important thing. Think about other things: love, relationships, commitment, giving. There are many more important things than money. Think and discover them, and when you find them, you will find peace within your life, which will give your life a more significant meaning. In conclusion, these are just 6 of some of the downsides that I've discovered in my experiences and in my studies that relate to wealth and financial success. I know that everybody wants to be wealthy, but I've discovered that many people, money is the one controlling them. They are not controlling money. And I've discovered that many rich people are also miserable. They are sad and bitter and empty. So we must be careful, and we must strike a balance between having a lot of money and just having enough money. It's good to have a lot of money, and I won't tell you not to. I'll be lying if I told you, oh, you shouldn't aspire to get a lot of money. Man by nature is aspirational. Man likes to set goals. Man likes to drive for success, and there's nothing wrong with that. But please be careful as you try to drive for success. Don't give up other things that are also as important. Remain grounded, remain focused and committed, and remain humble. And in no time, your efforts will begin to yield success. Be careful as you go on the road to wealth and financial success. Thank you so much for listening.